Back to the explainer. Today we are diving headfirst into a topic that's, well, it's changing everything we thought we knew about reality. We're talking about deepfakes.
You know, we've always been told seeing is believing, right? Well, that simple idea? It's gotten really complicated. In today's digital world, what you see with your own two eyes might just be a total fabrication. So, okay, before we get into the scary stuff, we've got to understand the tech itself. What exactly are deepfakes? What's this thing that's making it so hard to tell what's real and what's not? Basically, you're looking at fake photos, videos, or even voices that are cooked up by computers. They're designed to copy a real person's look or sound so perfectly that you see them doing or saying things that, well, that never actually happened. Now, sometimes this is all in good fun, right? Like for movie effects or funny memes, but it also has a much, much darker side. Okay, so we know what they are, but why should you care? Well, that's where things get serious. Let's talk about the real-world dangers, because this technology is now the weapon of choice for a whole new breed of scammer.
And look, this isn't just one type of threat. Scammers are getting really creative and really nasty with this stuff. We're talking about everything from draining your bank account and phishing scams to blackmail, straight-up identity theft, and even messing with people in online games.
So let's start with the one that hits a lot of us where it hurts the most, our wallets. The financial damage these deepfake scams can cause is it's staggering. And these aren't just numbers on a screen, we're talking about real people losing their life savings.
So let's look at our first case study. It all started with what looked like a harmless mobile gaming app in Kolkata. You know the type. It promised easy money, quick returns on your investment. But underneath that shiny surface, it was a trap, pure and simple.
And here's how they did it, and it's clever in a really twisted way. First, they lure you in. Then, to build your trust, they let you withdraw small amounts of money. See? It works. But the second you deposit a large sum, poof, access is blocked, the money is gone. And we're not talking small change here. The total loss was over 90 crore rupees. Just gone.
All right, for our next example, the scam gets even more personal. A businessman in Lucknow thought he'd found a great investment in another gaming app. But this wasn't just about stealing his money once. Oh no, this turned into a full-blown nightmare.
So here's the playbook. First, they hook him with the promise of easy profits. They even show him fake gains in his account to get him to deposit more. Then comes the twist. They start impersonating government officials, threatening him with legal trouble, and basically blackmailing him to send even more money to make it all go away. The total loss? Around 2 crore. It's financial fraud mixed with pure psychological warfare.
This one is all about fear. And it shows that it doesn't matter how smart you are. They targeted an IIT Bombay student, proving that literally anyone can fall for this if the conditions are right.
So they call him up impersonating telecom officials, a deepfake voice sounding completely legit. They accuse him of some illegal activity, and then they hit him with this terrifying threat of a digital arrest. I mean, what even is that? But it created so much panic that he transferred over 7 lakh rupees just to make them stop. It's a masterclass in how a convincing voice can make someone do something they'd never, ever normally do.
Okay, so losing money is horrible. But what happens when the target isn't your bank account, but you? Your face, your reputation. This is where deepfakes get truly, deeply personal and violating. Take this first case. It involves a 19-year-old student in Hyderabad. And it shows just how vulnerable we all are just by having photos online. You know, the stuff we post on social media every day.
It's a horrifyingly simple process for them. Step 1, they just download the student's public photos. Step 2, they use deepfake tech to create fake, explicit images. Step 3, they threaten to blast these images all over the internet unless. Step 4, she pays up. It's designed to cause the most amount of pain and public humiliation possible.
And if you think that's bad, this next case is somehow even worse. Because the person behind the attack wasn't a stranger. It was someone the victim, an influencer from Assam, actually knew. Someone she used to trust.
Her ex-partner took her photos and used AI tools to create explicit deepfake content. But he didn't just use it for blackmail. No, he started selling it through online subscriptions. He actually made 10 lakh rupees from this complete violation of her identity before he was finally caught. It's just despicable.
Okay, wow, that was a lot, and it's pretty heavy stuff. So after hearing all of that, the big question is, are we helpless? Is there anything we can actually do to fight back? The answer is yes. So let's shift gears from the problem to the solutions. Let's open up the protection playbook.
When it comes to staying safe, you can really think about it in two ways. First, there's the proactive stuff, what you can do before an attack ever happens to protect yourself. And then there's the reactive stuff, what to do if a fake of you is already out there.
So let's talk proactive. This is the really cool, cutting-edge stuff. Tools like image cloaking add tiny, invisible changes to your photos. You can't see them, I can't see them, but to an AI trying to scrape your face, it's like poison. It completely messes up its ability to copy your features. It's like putting a digital force field around your pictures.
So, this is your proactive toolkit. You've got things like digital watermarking, those image cloaking tools we just talked about, and looking for labels that prove where content came from. But honestly, one of the biggest things is just being super mindful of what you're sharing online in the first place. You're not powerless here.
Now for the reactive side. Let's say a fake has already been made. Well, now we have digital detectives. These are deepfake detection tools that scan a photo or video, looking for the tiny glitches and artifacts that AI manipulation leaves behind. They help us spot the fakes so they can be reported and taken down.
So at the end of the day, it's clear the threat is real and it's getting more sophisticated all the time. But the good news is, so are the solutions. It's like this constant cat and mouse game, a technological arms race between the fakers and the fact-checkers. But it does leave us with one massive, lingering question for the future. When the fakes become perfect, absolutely indistinguishable from reality, what will we even be able to trust anymore?